sitting out at a bench outside of the local tavern. There is a sign that has been posted like on the street right in front of the tavern, talking about a tournament for the nobility, which is going to take place next week, and it's likely you will all have the opportunity to attend it. But yeah, it's fairly busy in the tavern tonight. There are quite a few people in town. Since market day is tomorrow, there's it's busy looking.
What does everyone's like character look like? Because I think we're mostly humans. Is there many non-humans in this kind of area?
I'm human.
Well, here at the tavern, you're within the town walls, so it's primarily humans, but there are a few Goliaths. This late in the evening, most of the halflings are heading outside of the walls so that they're not caught out around here past curfew.
Were we in Sarkany right now?
You are in Sarkany right now.
And that's the big town, not Skeen.
That is correct.
Okay.
Sorry, we're in Sarkany?
Correct.
Yes. None of you live here, but this is where the tavern is.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll introduce what my character looks like. Kind of a roguish look, spends a lot of time in the woods. Slightly tall for above average, black hair, blue eyes, human, young, like, less than 20, somewhere around there. Got my short sword and probably light bow, maybe. I don't know if I carry that around me. But my character works as a guard for the market, traveling in between Skeen and Sarkany, and spends a bunch of time in the woods. About it.
You guys probably see, like, in the hustle and bustle, at, like, just below, like, waist height, like, the tip of this red conical hat just sort of wandering around. You probably can't see enough because of all the people to actually make out what this is. It's kind of like a people shark, where the people are the seas and the red is the shark fin. And you probably watch that 'cause it's somewhat interesting. As the crowd parts, you see this rather short, 1 foot tall fellow with a gray beard, a tiny little thimble of ale in one hand, and like half a peach cobbler held up in the other. The peach cobbler looks to be about the quarter of his size, and he's just looks happy as can be munching on it.
I'll take the silence as I'm neck. Uh, fairly young female, small, short and light. Doesn't really wear much, and all she really has is a satchel with a couple things in it. Uh, brown hair, green eyes, looking pretty out of place and a little bit lost.
So the red hat definitely catches my attention. I'm currently sitting down, and I lean forward slightly. I'm a 5'8", tomboyish looking female. Just took off the guard regalia. I still got the padded jacket on, and just taking a little bit of L to relax. Got black hair, hazel eyes, and fair tone of skin. Just a bit muscular. And I do have a short.
Wilfred looks like a woodsman. He's muscular and he's got his axe and his woodsmaning beard.
Does he also have a flannel on?
Yes, he has medieval flannel. AGR, what's the equivalent of medieval flannel?
Ye olde flannel.
You know that really stupid looking leather vest thing that Shrek wears over his linen shirt?
Wilfred is Shrek.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Pretty much what the Hound is wearing right here.
Yeah, minus the burn marks, that's pretty much Wilfred.
Oh, okay. That is like a pretty good description of him.
All right. So there's a bit of a ruckus going on inside the tavern itself, and you see a middle-aged man who is chucked just straight out of the tavern by a Goliath who steps out of the doorway, and he sort of um, rolls his shoulders and he barks at the man not to come back.
It just
The
looks like they're kicking out a drunk, right?
Yeah, the middle-aged fellow, he basically falls directly on top of several other people when he's tossed out the door, and it takes him a minute to stumble to his feet. He pretty much makes it out to the ditch in front of the basically in front of the tavern is sort of fenced off with a low fence, and he just sort of stumbles up to it, falls over it, and lands in the ditch on the side of the street.
Does he look like he's injured? Or just stupid drunk?
Yes. You can make a perception check, I guess, to see if you can tell the difference. Yeah, he's one of those things.
He's probably drunk.
The fuck is skiing?
It was,
The town on the map is Skeen, spelled Skein.
I did hear you earlier, AGR, say that none of us are from Sark. I could have sworn that me and my father acted as a guardsman for Sarkany. So we live in Skeen?
Well, you would be the exceptions. I'm sorry.
Just making sure. Because that was never explicitly stated or, talked about.
Yeah.
Are we still doing the character intro?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're also gonna see a real like hayseed farmer looking type stumble out of the town. Tall, kind of tan, muscular, basic farmhand. And there you go.
All right. So, you all hear a loud banging sound near the street as a man clad in full plate armor walks up and begins hammering something down on the sign outside.
Well, I'll go take a look. That's curious.
I'm gonna go read the sign too.
Peach cobbler still in hand.
All
I
right.
too would like to go and look for any symbols of identification, for nobleman stuff.
He's not covered in shit. He's some kind of nobleman.
I disconnected there. What are we looking at?
There's a loud banging, and we figured out that a dude in plate armor, right?
Yeah, some dude in plate armor is banging a sign outside.
Oh yeah. That's something to investigate.
He's posted something.
Just shacking a sign.
Oh, he's giving it wood, all right.
So, attached to this sign, under the section that talks about, I'm sorry, there's somebody knocking on my wall.
Is that what it says on the sign?
Hey guys, this sign is made of oak.
Reverend's kind of saying, like, someone's banging on your wall, yet you have the hammer. Methinks you doth protest too much.
Okay, so, I've lost my.
Something was banging
Right,
on your wall.
Yeah, there was something banging on my wall. All right.
Oh, that's not what the sign said.
So yeah, attached to the sign, there is a new notice, which states that young Sir Peter Albrecht has been he's sustained an injury, and since he won't be able to participate in the tournament next week, he is going to hold a contest, and basically he's giving away his position in each of the competitions in the tournament to whichever local can best his champion in a contest tomorrow.
What kind of contest are we talking about exactly? Does it say?
There will be three contests. There's an archery competition, an unarmed brawl, and some single weapon combat. You also see the knight walk in past the sign and sort of enter the crowd by the, with everyone else at the time.
Does it say where these contests will be taking place? Because this sounds really interesting to watch.
Yes, it'll be right here. There's a pretty commonly used spot. It's just like uh, a little fenced in practice ring right at the edge of town.
This sounds much more physical than Ado is capable of dealing with. But I'd like to follow the knight inside.
Okay. Yeah, he's just basically walked past the sign, past the fence, and he's trying to get the attention of one of the women who are serving ale.
Excuse me, Sir Knight.
There's a bit of a clamor around. He does not seem to hear you.
I'm just going to tap on his arm then.
Right? He's going to turn in your direction, a little surprised, and say, "Yes, love."
The word mentioned that there was an injury. Do you know what kind of injury it was?
He's going to say, "Well, the little lord fell off his horse. He will not be able to participate in next week's tournament. He's just looking to give the spot to someone who won't disappoint."
Okay. Thank you. I'll just head back to where the sign was.
As soon as you have taken 2 steps away, he turns away and he starts shouting for for somebody to bring him an ale. He's having a difficult time being heard.
I'll actually go towards where there would actually be somebody who, I don't know, whatever they have, barkeep, tavern wench. I'll walk through the crowd and look for them.
Sure, roll investigation. Why don't you see if you can figure it out. All right. Well, you know well enough that most nights they have a little like a serving table on the opposite side of the courtyard here. So you wander over there and you see that there are a couple of serving girls working their butts off to try and get enough drinks made.
Can I wave one of them down?
Sure, why don't you make a charisma check, because there's a bunch of people here. Nobody seems to notice you.
Do I notice this knight trying to get people's attention and not getting any effect for it?
I mean, it's probably a little hard for you to see from your vantage point, and also being kind of out at the edge by the sign still. You can make a perception check, I guess. Oh, actually, what's your passive perception?
9.
Probably not.
Okay. Is there a lot of people by the sign?
One or two people have poked their heads over there, but that's about it. There's nobody except for the party currently over there. Everybody's gone back to trying to actually get more alcohol.
Well, then, just for laughs, is there anyone actually looking at the sign at the moment?
Well, I think that one's probably an actual perception check. See if you can see anybody looking at the sign. Uh, yeah, you look around. You don't think so.
All right. Then, thinking no one's looking around, I'm going to right underneath the single weapon combat, I'm going to add like another bullet point: pie eating contest.
All right, so you like crawl your way halfway up this post and you just scrawl on the bottom of the sign.
Yes, like trying to match the writing of the rest of it.
All right.
Does trick shotting come with archery? What specifically with archery?
All it says is it's an archery contest.
Oh,
I'm sure 360 no scope triple collateral will be super useful there.
mm-hmm.
And then once I've finished that, I'm going to go get another thimble of ale.
Right.
Can I see how good a job you did?
Sure. Yeah, you go look over there.
That this gnome just walks by the other direction, just like clapping his hands together, like to get the dust off of it.
Yeah, it wouldn't pass a close inspection, but like, like a regular reading distance, that's close enough. It looks like it might be like an amendment on the end.
Ah,
I'm gonna roll up to that sign and be real excited when I see that there's gonna be a pie eating contest because I sure do love.
Are you in an elevator?
He is an elevator.
How'd you know he was an elevator?
From the elevator music?
Oh shit, your secret's out.
There goes the whole arc. All right, so yeah, a few more minutes go by. The knight does manage to wave somebody down, and he finds a bench and he starts drinking. He's pretty quickly joined by a few other people, including that Goliath who was kicking somebody out a little while earlier.
So did the sign have like a inquire within or a just show up and do whatever the hell sort of instruction?
It said there would be signups tomorrow.
oh wait, oh fuck! I didn't even check if I have a shift tomorrow. Do I have a shift tomorrow?
Let's see. No.
Nice.
So yeah, the the crowd stays pretty rowdy. You notice that the uh, Goliath and the knight are laughing, and they start having arm wrestling contests at their table, and so there's a lot of laughing and swearing over there. Every time the Goliath arm wrestles somebody, they just topple right off the table.
This seems like a bad idea. I kind of want to try it.
You would like to attempt to arm wrestle the Goliath or the knight?
I'm going for the Goliath. All
Okay.
125 pounds, innate strength of me.
Well, why don't you see if you can even get the Goliath's attention? Because there's other people in line for this.
I can wait.
Okay. Yeah. You wait several minutes and a few more people get thrown. The line starts to get shorter. People start to realize it's not going well, and they decide maybe they'll go drink somewhere in peace rather than get thrown. But yeah, the line dwindles after a few minutes, and you find yourself basically standing right up against the opposite side of the bench from him. In a horrible sort of Cockney accent, this fucking Goliath is gonna basically say, "Oi, sit down."
I'll take a seat and try to look like I know what I'm doing.
The Goliath does not seem like his expression has not changed. He just basically puts his arm on the table.
I'm just going to mirror whatever he does.
Okay. As soon as your arm's on the table, he grasps your hand hard. I'm gonna need you to make just a strength check.
Oh man, how bad? Oh, not too bad.
He did poorly, but okay. He pretty much immediately has you on the ropes, but he hasn't crushed you yet. He doesn't seem to be straining too much here, though.
I'm going to try and push his hand back. Probably not very well with my -1.
That's not bad. All right, he slams your hand onto the table. Boom. And when he does, he almost wrenches it out of the socket. You turn a little, and you have a hard time keeping your butt planted in the seat, but you do stay seated.
Okay. I'm going to free my hand, shake it a little bit, make sure I can still feel it.
The Goliath's gonna laugh. He's gonna congratulate you. He's gonna give you he's gonna reach right over the table and just pat right on the top of your shoulder on that same aching arm. And he's gonna slide the rest of his drink over to you and say, "Hey, you earned it. You didn't fly as good as the other ones."
How much is left in it?
It's less than half full, but it's very large. It's a Goliath-sized mug.
Sure, the 15-year-old apothecary will try it.
Okay, con save.
Is this versus poison?
Sure.
$19.
Great. Yeah, you take a big old swig and, you can feel it, but I think everything's all right.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to put the mug back on his side of the table and try to act like I don't think my shoulder is falling off as I go back into the crowd.
All right.
Being proficient with a healer's kit, would I know how to fix whatever got fucked up?
I think being proficient in the healer's kit, it's just gonna be sore till tomorrow.
All right.
When this is all going down, could I watch and see if there's anyone trying to cut? See if anyone's doing that, and then try and follow the guy if there is.
Follow anybody who's trying to what? I'm sorry, you cut
Trying
out
to
for
be
that part.
like a cut purse, like someone looks like he's pickpocketing or trying to rob people,
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you make a perception check to look out into the crowd? Why don't we call it investigation, actually?
Doesn't look like there's any crime tonight.
Yeah. You've been following this one suspicious person, and you've had your eye on them for a minute, and you think they're about to steal something, and then somebody walks in front of you, and they just stand there, and as you try to uh, move your head around them, you bend way over to the side to look, and you see that the guy that you've been eyeing is staring at you, and as a matter of fact, um, oof, hold on, has stepped over to Agatha and is pointing out. This man says, "Hey, this weirdo's been eyeing me for the past few minutes. Do you see that guy?"
Now, AGR, I would like to state I'm definitely outside of the uniform of the guard.
Yeah, but you're known.
I am known. Okay, what do I see? I see Pavel, right?
Yeah, you see Pavel, who is bent over and is staring down this stranger for reasons
Still?
I mean, when you glance up, yeah.
That's
For
pretty
long enough
fucking
for you to
weird.
glance up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and walk up there and tell him, hey, there's a fella who's complaining about you staring at him. He'd like you to stop.
Oh, my apologies. I'm a guard for the local caravan. You know how it is. You get a little paranoid. Thought that guy
Yeah.
was up to something.
No, you're okay. You're safe here.
All right. I'll be on my way, and I kind of go back to wherever I was hanging out at a table or something.
All right.
Kind of eyeing this fella just for a second longer, and then just be like, okay, whatever.
When you
That
look
was
back
easy.
to the table, the person who was complaining is gone.
What about him?
They walked up to you, complained, and you walked away, and you turned back, and you were maybe you were gonna say, "Don't worry about it," but he's gone. Dude's gone.
Yeah. I don't know the fella personally, right?
No, not off the top of your head.
It hasn't ever been a problem or anything of the sort, right?
Um,
That information.
no. Yeah, I don't think you can place his face anywhere that would be a problem.
In that case, it's probably fine.
So, yeah, you guys continue on through your evening, and it starts to get late. The sun's definitely going down. None of you live here, except for Agatha. So,
Yeah, well, I'll probably head back to skiing before it gets too late.
I'll head back.
Where are we at and what are we doing?
There's gonna be a pie eating contest.
I'm down for that.
It's tomorrow at the edge of town. It's going to be a practice ring. We can't miss it.
Why do I feel like I'm being lied to?
You're not. There's
Yes,
a
you
sign.
are.
It says there's an archery contest, an unarmed brawl, a contest of single weapon combat, and a pie eating contest.
Interesting.
so I presume you all sort of gather together on your walk back towards skiing. You would all be going home at about the same time.
Probably, like after last
Mhm.
call or something.
I think I'm going to be going home to Sarkin. I don't think I have a reason to go. I'm pretty sure there's an encounter coming up, but I'm going to have to miss it.
The
All right.
encounter of going the fuck to sleep.
Wait,
Probably
what?
run to a stray dog or something along the line. Anyway,
Wait. So you feel like there's an encounter, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go home alone.
We're already in Sarkany.
yeah, I mean,
The
it's
rest of
safe
us
here.
are going back to skiing.
Ah, okay, sorry. I had a brain fart.
All right, we playing the level 1s or the level 0s?
Zero.
0.
Okay, good.
So yeah, you guys make your way down the road. The walk takes a little more than an hour. You make it about halfway, and you hear some rustling in the bushes to your left.
Is my hawk like making any kind of panicky movements or anything?
No.
Okay, then it's probably nothing. I'll keep walking on my way.
Okay. You
I'm-
walk a few more feet forward, and a deer runs out into the middle of the road. Just a little doe. And it just stares at all of you.
I just keep
Hey,
walking.
Can I see if I have any like crumbs or anything in my bag?
Yeah, you can look for crumbs in your bag. The deer just keeps staring.
I pull out the last bit of pear cobbler and offer it to the doe.
You walk up to the deer, and it tenses up. But then it looks the other direction, away from the party, and it bolts.
You knew.
You
it's a talking
hear,
deer, guys. Have you never seen a deer
I guess it's not
before?
hungry.
yeah, you hear a much louder rustling in the woods now.
I ready my axe.
I would like to find somewhere to hide.
I continue walking.
Who's
We're
the closest
in the
person
woods.
to me?
I don't know. Why don't you guys post your marching order?
I'm assuming I'm in front because I've been just kind of ignoring.
Well, currently the gnome is in front because the gnome was trying to feed pie to the. But you can be second.
Cobbler, not pie.
Fair.
I'll be
fair.
third.
Somebody post that, please.
I want to be not anywhere outside the middle.
Okay. That's what I got so far.
I do believe I am excluded from this encounter. Unless HR wants me to go
Oh,
there.
did I
guess I'd
grab
be happy
the?
to.
Did I grab the wrong person's name?
Yeah.
Probably.
Who am I missing then?
Wilfred was third. Agatha was not with us.
Okay, so like that.
And whatever Mister's character is.
I have a feeling like this is Mister's character.
I don't know where the hell I am.
Oh, it says Torment's Giant's Bane. Never mind.
And then out of the forest comes Mister's character being pursued by a pack of wolves.
Oh dear
Hmm.
God! Don't
Roll
tempt
initiative.
him. That'll kill the shit out of you. Don't tempt him.
It's a trio
take
of
him.
starved feral
So
dogs.
actually, let's talk about Mister's character. Mister, what is your character all about?
Probably Goliath, burly
He
fella.
is a Goliath. He uses a shield and a spear. And, yeah. All of this I've already have, by the way.
Okay.
Remember that little roll table? I want all that cool stuff.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you all see a Goliath wander out of the woods. He has a spear. He's scurry looking.
Ah, what's up, Torment? Gotta start walking on, like, the roads instead of being a little weird.
I like being weird.
I can see that.
Pick his teeth with his spear.
I was going to slowly come out of the bush or whatever I managed to hide behind or try to hide behind, but I'm reconsidering that now.
Actually, that does raise a question for me. Are our characters familiar with each other? Given
Yeah,
the
you
small
characters
population size?
your characters should all know each other. You may not all be like super good friends, but you've probably at least spoken to each other at least once.
I'm a guard in one of the shops.
Yeah, you probably see River like at the front of the party, like 1 foot tall, waving at you, like, "Hey, Torment."
Yeah, him you don't forget.
He's big, scary, and he has a spear. I'm 4'9", 125 pounds. And I probably can't see because everything's in the dark.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Oh
What?
no.
I presume somebody has a light source among the group, but this is a familiar road,
I can
and
carry it.
it's actually tonight has a fairly decent amount of moonlight. There are 2 moons in this particular world.
Ooh.
Are there normally 2 moons in the sky?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, one is full and one is not. One is like a waning crescent. It's just sort of a sliver.
So when do the werewolves come out? When they're both full or when just one is full?
You don't know. You never seen a werewolf.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
we even know what werewolves are?
surely
Yeah,
there's folk stories.
You know they're vaguely associated with one or both full moons. You don't really probably know if there's like actual rules, but you vaguely know that a werewolf is a thing that might exist.
So we're wolf aware.
Yeah. So, uh, it's fairly bright out on this particular evening. Visibility is pretty low, but this is a walk you guys have taken before.
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep going. No reason to worry.
All right. Yeah. You take a few more steps and you hear a loud howl, and then several barks. A lot of barking.
Can I tell how like far away from the how far they are?
Sure. Why don't you? What's your perception?
Passive, it's 10.
That's good enough. Yeah, those sound like those sound like your neighbor dogs. They sound like local
Yeah,
dogs from the village.
just some nuts, whatever.
Get eaten by dogs again.
You guys are all too paranoid as players. Just chill out, man. And I keep walking back to the village.
All right. Yeah, you make your way back to Skeen. By the time you get there, it's real dark.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
just slip away at this point and go to my gnome hole.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of like turn around and tell everyone. All right, well,
What
see you
the hell
guys
sounds like
tomorrow
dirty
for that pie
phrase?
eating contest. I head to my uncle's place.
All right. Yeah, he's got a uh little hovel up by the lake, I'd imagine. Little fishing shack.
I'll
Yeah.
find my parents' house,
All right.
slink back in because I'm probably past curfew if there is one.
Skeen's pretty lax about that stuff as long as you're not doing anything suspect. It's early enough in the night that you're supposed to be going home by now, but nobody's gonna arrest you over. Yeah. So you guys all make it home, and if nobody would like to do anything else, we can proceed.
Nope, just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, go find a place to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to whittle a piece of wood for 10 minutes and then go to sleep.
Okay, what are you trying to whittle?
The penis.
No, stick. Just kind of way to relax and kill time.
Okay, so you just carving a stick into just a sharper stick, just for the sake of not being bored.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have a slightly sharp stick.
Excellent.
And with this, Wilfred's domination of the world shall begin.
Yep. Only several million sharp sticks more to go.
Yeah, I got nothing to do.
All right. Well, morning arrives. You all wake bright and early, just a few minutes before the sun comes up, because literally every rooster in town starts to crow.
Well, I kind of grab all my stuff and. Would I have a short bow?
Is there a reason in particular you would have a short bow?
Well, I mean, I've spent a lot of time in the woods. It's kind of what I do. Maybe I've gotten one using my caravan guard money so that I could hunt a couple of rabbits here and there.
Sure. Which is just, yeah, sure. All right.
I'd like to look around for any spare apothecary supplies that could be used to like treat minor wounds, like somebody's bowstring breaks during the archery, or if someone takes a nasty hit and it breaks skin or whatever.
All right. Yeah, you find some stuff that you think you could like, grind up with a mortar, and you might be able to put on something to stop it from getting infected. But there's no miracle medicines in here.
Yeah. And can I also scavenge around for a needle and thread for sewing?
Sure. Why don't you make an investigation check? All right. Well, you do find some thread, but you can't find any needles in the like little cubby where you've got the thread.
All right.
They're probably in the haystack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was busy at night, taking everyone's needles and putting them in haystacks.
Oh, I thought you put hay in the needle stack. Shit. I got it all wrong.
Hey man, needles are fucking expensive. We cannot afford a fucking pile of them.
Maybe you can't, but somebody can.
Who? I guess it's or whatever. What is your name?
Me? I'm
Yeah,
idle.
you. Idle. Who idle? And I kind of like look around the town. No one here.
We just met a dude who's wearing full metal armor. He can probably afford a pile of needles.
So you guys are just having this conversation in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're talking, there's just a 6 or 7-year-old riding on the back of a pig who just walks, he like rides right past you at a trot.
Can that kid afford a pile of needles?
His parents could probably afford a couple.
I'm gonna need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, the pig's coming right towards them. Oh,
They're gonna get splashed with mud and shit.
Oop, that is the wrong chat.
Nailed it.
Please post your saving throw in the correct chat. Okay. You guys are both momentarily distracted by the pig, but then you hear a wet splashing sound behind you, and you both turn and see that there are 2 other kids, both that look a little older than the first one, and they're both holding manure, and they chuck it at you, and you manage to duck just in time. That both of these handfuls of manure end up hitting the other kid and knocking him off the pig.
uh,
Good throw, but watch the crossfire.
yeah, if you hit me, I probably would have punched you in the mouth.
Does one of the kids turn to the other and try and poke him in the eyes with 2 fingers and then slap him a couple?
No, they both realize their cover's been blown and they run around behind one of the other houses.
Do I recognize these kids?
Yeah, you've seen them.
Kids these days. And I'm only like 17, and I think she's, what, 15?
15.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point I try and see where everyone else is, before we head out of town for that pie eating contest.
Yeah, probably. We know where everybody lives, right?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
talking.
not sure if Revert would have revealed where he lives to you.
Where I live sort of
But-
moves every night.
Yeah, he
You
like,
just generally just see me wander off into the woods, and then like I'm just gone till morning.
We can just ask around the town if they've seen the short guy.
I mean, I would have gotten up at the dawn just like everybody else.
Yes, but he's not short. He's minuscule. He could hide in my boot.
Yes, but I always have this perpetually bright red cap. Like the cap never seems to get dirty or anything.
Oh, Lord. Is it a little pointy hat? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'll post a picture again. This is what Revert looks like.
Oh, Lord.
He makes his living by having people pay him to stand on their lawn.
He is not a gnolf. He is not a gnoblin. He's a gnome. And you've been gnomed.
What is that from?
Gnome your chums. Yeah, it is as stupid as it sounds.
Gnome your chums.
Where the fuck did I post it? Oh,
Already
I
looking
didn't
it up.
post it.
Ah, you did post this the other day.
No, you posted it after I brought it up.
Ah, that's true.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, that has been Wilfred's pop culture education for the day.
okay. So you all find each other this fine morning.
I make a point to not talk to the Goliath and have Pavel get him to the group.
What's wrong with the Goliath now?
He's huge. He's scary.
Are you a racist? You racist shit!
Oh, you pissed him off now.
The Goliath
I'll
says to
be here.
the
I'll
15-year-old.
pull bigger things out of you from between my ass cheeks. Don't start with me.
That's why I had you talk to him.
Revert looks a little worried by that statement.
I'm not getting involved here.
In fact, if I put a hat on some of the stuff I've done, it'd look just like you.
All right, Torment. Let's calm down. We haven't drank anything yet. It's still the morning. We can get pissed off at
No,
each other
I'm sober.
later.
That's why I'm pissed off.
Yeah. Let's just head out and start drinking and eating pie.
Hey, what? There was a pie eating contest?
Yeah, what
I
time is it?
believe so. We better hurry into town for that pie contest. Don't want to be late for assignments.
Question. Does food poisoning count as food, or does food poisoning count as poison for saving throws? And can I call overeating food poisoning?
Yes and no.
Damn it.
All right. So, yeah, you guys are all together. You're in Skeen. I presume you want to walk to Sarkney.
Well, I suppose if there are people offering free horses, we'll take those.
There are no free horses unless you would like to steal one. And there really aren't any riding horses in Skeen. There's a few like cart horses. But
Yeah, and it looks like the children grabbed the riding pig before I could, so guess not. Guess I'm walking.
Or like some kind of cabbage wagon or turnip wagon we can ride in on and then follow.
There is somebody loading up a wagon, but it doesn't look like they're going to be ready to go for a while.
Are they loading it with cabbages?
No.
My cabbages!
Okay, I had to be sure.
It's the spring. Most of the stuff that's has just been planted. Like the sowing festival is today, so there's going to be festivities in town.
Hey, you with the cart. You going into Starkney?
A little later on.
No, okay. And start walking out of town.
Yeah, we want to get there early for that pie eating contest.
Absolutely. That pine contest is going to be great. Let's go.
You notice that several of those kids, as you start to walk, were actually listening from the from between a couple of houses that you guys walk past, and all of them perk up when they hear pie eating contest. So yeah, you guys walk your way over to Sarkney. Once you get into town, you notice that there's some banners flying, and it's still just as crowded as it was last night, a little more so. There's carts and people selling wares all along the main road.
Now I need a drink.
Wait, hold on, Torment. Let's find this pie eating contest before we get lost in the drinking. And I kind of start searching for that the sign-ups for the pie eating contest.
All right, make an investigation check.
Can I help with this?
Sure.
Okay, you look around. As far as you can tell, at least from wandering up and down the main road, there's nowhere to sign up for a pie eating contest.
There's a pie eating contest.
Man, what the
last
hell? You
night?
said there was pie. I was gonna eat some pie and wash it down with some beer. It was gonna ale. It was gonna be awesome.
Well, listen, Torment. I saw it on the
There's
sign.
no pie.
It said there's a pie eating contest, but I don't see a sign up. I don't know where it is.
We need to go ask.
Better buy me some pie.
Reverend, you know anything about this? You like pie. Did you see anything about pie?
Yeah, there was a sign that had said, some noble got injured, fell off his horse or something. But after that, your horses are for riding after all. And there were 4 contests: an archery one, an unarmed brawl, single weapon combat, and a pie eating contest.
Wait. We came on his referral?
No, there was a
Are we
sign
sure
last night. They all saw it.
There was a sign.
It was outside the tavern.
Well, let's go find that sign again.
I mean, I really only read half of it because that's all stuff that I'm really not good at doing. But
Did it say when it was? Like
Today.
last month?
Yeah, but where? Was there a where?
Yeah,
Usually
by
it
the
says-
practice field.
Okay, then let's go to the practice fields.
You know,
To the edge of town.
you are very close to being a chew toy.
Okay, so you guys go to the edge of town to the practice fields?
I'm all tough and stringy. You don't want to chew me.
I start looking around.
It would be revolting, but I would chew you a little bit.
All right, so yeah, you make your way towards the edge of town.
Pavel, I'm really not sure about this Goliath guy.
I feel the same way.
So at the practice fields, you see that there are just a few individuals who don't seem particularly skilled, all practicing with their small arms, and there's a table with the same knight who was putting up the sign last night. Sitting at it, he has a quill and a pot of ink.
Hey, Torment, that's the guy who put up the sign. You know, the one with the pie eating contest.
Where's the pie? Where's the contests?
You don't see any pie.
He would probably know, right?
Perhaps the pie eating contest is after all the other contests.
That makes a little bit of sense. I go up to this knight. Good sir. Is this where we sign up for the pie eating contest? Me and my friends
He's
would
going
like to
to
join.
immediately shout at you. He's going to say, "Oh, God damn it, you're the fucking 14th one this morning." And he's going to stand up, he's going to throw his chair down, and he's going to say, "I'm going to take care of this."
My apology. I was led to believe that there was...
He huffs
there,
off.
big little man.
He huffs off and he walks right past you, back towards the middle of town.
Hey, what about the pie? Where's the pie?
I'm gonna make sure I stay
wanted
clear out of
pie.
his way.
Yeah, guys, I think we were tricked. I kind of look at the gnome, and I'm like, did you have anything to do with this?
No.
Can I insight check that?
Pavel, Pavel, don't be racist.
Why does everyone blame the damn gnome?
Look,
Yeah, I'm thinking it was
have
those kids.
Persuasion, deception on your end, Under, and insight from...
It's the same.
Does me telling Pavel to not be racist and backing up Under give him advantage?
Sure.
Oh,
Okay.
completely
The
unrelated.
gnome looks guilty as sin.
See, I'm not trying to be racist, Reverend. It just, you have a history of liking pie and playing pranks on us. It was quite funny, and that guard was...
Oh, did you see him
serious.
lose his shit?
I know, right? That was excellent. But maybe let us in on the joke next time.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to keep a straight face going up to him to ask him about the pie contest. That's what drives him over the edge.
You have a good point. Let's get some drinks before these contests.
Absolutely.
So you go to...
Do me a favor. Tell Torment that it sounds like the pie eating contest has been delayed till after the festival. Like it'll be tonight.
Is Torment around now? Because I would imagine we're kind of in a group, so he might already.
I don't know. I presume you guys
It's okay, we're
trying
speaking
to be
really
quiet
fast. He
about
won't
that.
be able to understand us.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so you guys go back to go get a drink? Is that what you said?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently there's no pie eating contest, so yeah.
And the guy that's supposed to handle the sign-ups for the other contest walked off, so...
After pulling a Balmer maneuver, yeah.
So you guys make your way back towards the tavern, where they are already serving. They start early. On your way past the tavern, you walk past the bakery, and you hear shouting. Familiar shouting. A lot of profanity and some things breaking.
Is this what we're hearing?
Does it sound like
Yeah.
that one guard that I talked to last?
It sounds like the angry knight that you just spoke to.
Ah, that guy. I kind of like take a peek in and see who he's yelling at.
The baker and like the baker's like 3 assistants.
Hey, Reverend, I think those guys are gonna get in some kind of trouble if we don't say so. I wouldn't want them to get in trouble for your shenanigans.
Is his sword out? The knight's?
No.
His sword sheathed. They'll be fine.
Well, hate to be them,
Yeah, it
but
really
I'm not gonna
sucks.
get involved.
All right. So yeah, you make your way to the tavern. You can still hear the shouting from there.
Where's the pie?
There's gonna be a pie eating contest after all the festivities.
I'd like to spend the entire time we're in there drinking, like, just talking, like, I thought there was going to be a pie eating contest. Why isn't there a pie eating contest? Just trying to rabble rouse.
There are a lot of disappointed faces hearing this news.
By this point, it has like the shouting from that one guard finally quieted down.
Yeah, after about 20 minutes or so it does.
Yeah, after I've like finished my beer, I'd like to go over back to where he was and sign up for that archery contest.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way back over to the edge of town where they have the practice arena, and you see that there's a lot of people practicing. There's some people practicing archery as well as some people sparring with each other. And he's sitting back there. He's all red in the face, and he's drinking. But he signs you up for the archery contest. You see that there are 4 lists of names on the table.
Do I recognize these? Like, is there maybe like some guy that's a really good archer and might have heard of him before or some shit like that?
Is there anybody you've heard of on these lists?
Yeah.
Sure. Why don't you make a perception check, because you know you're standing in line. You can't stand there forever and read all the lists. Yeah. You see Agatha right at the top of one of the lists.
Okay, cool.
All right, Idle, you can sign up for archery as well. You hear the person behind you, Idle, ask to sign up for the pie eating contest.
Pie!
The man allows him to sign up.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Wait, there is a pie eating contest? I
Does
asked
that
towards
have
the
to do
guard
with
again.
wrestling match?
He waves, he like motions you towards the back of the line, and he nods yes.
Guys, there is a pie eating contest. Get over
Revert's
here.
already in, like, the front of the line.
Yeah, you are first in line, but the knight can't see you. And so he's signing up people behind you.
I'll pick him up.
I'm totally in line as well.
Yeah, he'll let you sign up.
I'll pick up Revert.
So would everybody just like to post in chat which contest they are signing up for? It's just going to be a bunch of archery, pie eating, pie eating, pie eating, pie eating, pie eating.
I'd actually be equally bad at all of the physical ones.
I would join up for those, but I don't want to get hurt. Not really my thing.
I definitely
Alright.
do the archery first.
Archery is the first event, so.
Lovely.
I'm gonna get in on this terrible decision making and just hope they use blunted weapons.
Like a 15-year-old girl getting into a melee.
Goes up
I'm
against
gonna do it.
the Goliath. It's just a slaughter. There's blood and guts everywhere.
Two-handing a great sword, or two-handing a short sword, the dude's got a warhammer the size of her torso.
It was then that Adel knew she fucked up.
Oh, Adel
PC
knows
death in the
she's
first
fucked up.
session. Excellent.
Okay.
I have 14 intelligence and 8 wisdom. I know I'm making a terrible decision. I'm just not wise enough to avoid doing it anyways.
I want to take Torment aside and like mention to him like on the sly, like, hey, a bunch of these people also sign up for the pie eating contest after. So if you beat them all hard enough, they won't be able to participate, and it'll make it easier for you to win.
Okay.
Good man.
Hey, does your head break? Can I use you to throw in the archery contest?
Yes.
Oh.
No. I mean, yes. Let's do that. You can. Is archery?
Is hard?
I can put my stick up my hat.
Because I will definitely use him as a ranged projectile in combat.
Yeah. He's an enter the archery contest weapon throwing gnome.
The tactical throwing gnome.
You can certainly ask.
And gnomes aren't people, I'm sure they'll go with it.
I can put a gnome through a man's chest at 5 yards.
I'm gonna look at the guy running the contest and be like, "Do you have to use a bow? Can I throw any ranged weapon?" And I'm holding my spear, so I'm making him think I'm gonna use my spear.
Make a deception check, please.
Oh God!
Make a deception. Oopsie. Show up with a gnome.
It was at this moment that Torment knew he fucked up.
Oh,
I have no. Yeah.
it's probably -1. Roll it, dude. The worst you can do is fail.
Nat 1 -1 is a 0.
/R. I'll give you advantage because there's no possible way he could know what you are thinking.
There's no way he could gnome.
Oh my. Oof.
Well, there you go. He says,
Alright.
well, if you think you can put it in the target, and he points over to the archery range, and you notice that the targets are pretty far away.
I can handle it.
Yeah, he shrugs.
Alright. I want to wait till everybody gets on the line before I do my throw.
I'll be there like as your squire, like holding the spear, and you'll just pick me up and throw me instead.
Oh, I got a better idea. It's gonna be priceless. Just wait. Just
Okay.
wait.
All right. So basically, you've got a list of people who all get to make one shot. So I'm gonna just go ahead and have a couple of these guys go. So the archery contest begins, and basically people get lined up from left to right. And once we get past a couple of these NPCs, you guys who are participating can just go from top to bottom in the chat.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Is Revart on the archery list? Or
Oh, he's standing beside me, so
I was gonna say
he's my squad.
it'd be hilarious if Torment threw Revart and then Revart just shot an arrow from already downrange.
All right, hold on a
We
second.
could try
guys.
that.
That guy might need medical attention.
Somebody might.
Hey, I'm a medic.
1, 2, 3. How many people do we have participating in archery? We have a
At
lot
least
of you.
5, 6. How many?
Agatha, Idol,
Pavel.
Torment.
Okay, Agatha. This guy has no idea what he's doing, and he hits you with an.
Does he hit me on the other end?
Hit you with the
Uh-oh.
dull end.
You know what? Yeah, he fires the bow at like point blank range from you, and the arrow flies past you, but the fucking string snaps and hits you square across the face.
What the hell? Okay, AGR, I cannot let this go because I'm always
take
behind
one
some-
damage.
I'm
Yeah.
always behind the person. So this fucker must have really fucked up.
He really fucked up.
Oh,
He just shrinks. And he steps away and he lets go of the bow.
I'm gonna look at the wound and see if there's anything I can do to help with it.
Actually, you brought just the right stuff. You dressed the wound, and yeah, I think given that it's really superficial, you can probably take care of that.
oh,
Are you okay?
yeah, just pissed off, really pissed off, but I'm okay.
Does the guy who had the bow look wounded?
His pride probably looks wounded.
He has fucked off as quickly as he can. He's pretty sure he's gonna get in trouble. It looks like so. You see him basically. And then this guy goes. That would be a bullseye.
That's real good.
All right. So now it's everybody else's turn. You guys can go from the top to the bottom.
Just short.
You fire a good shot. You're not quite on the bullseye, but it's close.
It's like touching it, but it doesn't count. I know.
Yeah.
That was a really nice shot.
You also hit the target. You're pretty well placed.
I'll take it.
Pavel, your arrow falls way short.
At least he didn't hit someone.
Yeah, that is true. Pretty bad.
You really
Not
only
as
made
bad
it
as
about
that
like
guy.
2/3 of the way to the target before your arrow hit dirt. All right, so
Oh, Torment's well, how's this? I want to know, Mister. I want to know how this happens. Please announce to the party.
you definitely proficient.
All right, this is how it happens.
Oh,
Torment walks up to the line, reaches back and picks up his spear. He takes his spear, he looks at it, he pokes the tip, makes sure it's sharp enough. Then he reaches over and jabs something on the ground by his foot that was bothering him. He pushes it out of the way and he drops the spear. Then he picks up the gnome and puts him on his shoulder like a shot put and hurls him down range.
The whole time Brevert's in the air, you just hear him going, he just lands like flat face first in the middle of the range.
Yeah.
I'm going to be laughing my ass off to and I'm just gonna,
Hey, he slipped. Can I do that one again?
You have resistance to falling damage, so we're gonna call that even, but holy shit.
That's why I agreed to it.
Hey, he slipped out of my hand. Can I go again?
I'm just going to be laughing while I make my way over to Revart to make sure he's not like dying or anything.
Okay.
I get up, take out like a little like knife, and just chuck it at the target, like completely like legit.
Sure, roll the hit.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Oh
Shit!
You scored a bullseye.
Hey, wait.
Both little
wait,
gnome arms in the air. It's like, we did it!
Wait a minute. That means I win the contest because my target was still downrange. I threw him downrange and he hit the target. So technically I win.
Oh my god. This is horrible. I should be pissed because I spent like 2 years with bows and arrows, but this too.
I think it's at this point that I just fall over laughing my ass off.
A bunch of people just throw their bows in the air.
Torment throws both his hands up in the air. I win! Torment is the victor!
The knight just walks up to the gnome, and he just picks him up, and he just walks over to Torment, and he just sits the gnome right in your hand, and he says, "I don't know how you did that. It's definitely against the rules, but it was impressive."
How is it against the rules? I asked if I could use a substitute instead of a bow.
But you didn't ask if your substitute could use a substitute.
Hey, I have no control over how far apart my ammunition sprays when it's tossed out. I have no control over that. Could have been he could have split it into pieces, and that could have been one of his projectiles and hit the target.
Sure, I could have jumped up
bullets
facing the
shatter.
wrong way.
Yeah, bullets shatter,
I have no idea what these bullets are, but it sounds
He's-
like heresy.
He's gonna look for a second, and then he's gonna turn and walk the other direction.
It's at this
And,
point people would realize that I've prestidigitated like a mark on my red cap that says tactical throwing gnome.
A lot of them can't read.
But the knight could.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, he just walks away. Who's next?
So what is our prize for winning?
The knight has walked away from you. Do you chase him down to ask him this?
Oh, I'll just scrap it up. I'll look at everybody in the party and be like, that's one for me. We'll move on to the next event, right? What's next?
I don't know. Normally it's several rounds for one event.
Okay, that's everybody? Okay. So, I think everybody takes another shot who is still remaining. Everybody who hit the target and didn't embarrass themselves. So that's 2 of these guys. How many of you were able to hit like a 12? Pretty much everybody, right? Except for Pavel and... Okay.
Kind
I hit a
of.
bullseye. I mean, I hit a bullseye. You can't get much better than that.
That's fair. You could probably miss the next shot and still be okay. Although whether or not you're technically
no,
still in the running is
I'm gonna do another shot. I'm gonna throw another shot. I'm gonna throw him again.
Pavel, you can shoot again if you like. You have probably lost. You would probably need to nat 20 the next shot.
Hey, I have no reason to quit. Might as well continue the game.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy still hit. The guy who got a -1, he ran off. He's not playing. And this guy still hits. So.
I think the next one's me.
Yep. You barely touch the side of the target.
I was still laughing my ass off from that thing.
Idle misses. Torment.
And
so,
then
grab the gnome. By the time he gets back to me, I grab him again and throw him.
Yeah. So, yeah, you land right at the base of the target, just like right underneath of it.
Right, and then I just I don't even throw. I just reach up and just stab right in the bullseye with my knife. Got it, and I got the thumb up in the air. I got it.
I don't know how high you can jump. How high can you jump?
I can jump 2 feet up.
And you're a foot tall.
Yes.
So, all right, make an attack roll with your dagger to see if you can reach the target and stick the dagger.
Oh god.
So it's still challenging. It's not just a gimme thing. Ooh, right there.
He jumps up and he jams the dagger in and he just hangs off of it for a second.
With one hand, and then the other hand, he's got that thumb up in the air, like, got it!
Corbin throws his hands up. I win again!
So how many people have we gotten to quit the contest out of disgust so far?
Nobody else has quit, but there are some laughs and some murmurs.
Hey, Agatha.
Yeah, Pavel cannot keep he's laughing too hard.
I just shrug. I just all right, it's not my game, and I kind of walk off.
All right. Okay. Round 3.
So Agatha, how do you actually use these things? Because I don't think I'm doing it right.
Oh,
Pick it
yeah.
up and throw it.
Well, normally you would do it. Oh my god, that was a good shot. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with words. I could show you, posture your hands and show you how I do it normally. My father does it differently. Instead of having the, the bow hand and the archer hand, well, not the archer hand, the arrow hand, on opposite sides of the bow, he has them together. Said something about making the draw faster. It takes a while to get used to.
That makes 0 sense, but okay.
You don't have a good grip on the bow, and your arrow flies short, and the bow comes out of your hand, and it kind of smacks you in the face.
You're never going to make enough points to beat me.
I should probably not do this while I'm talking. I think that was one of my first Actually, signing up for this was one of my first mistakes.
Oh, nonsense. This is a good experience, I think. That first shot was really good, actually.
Look at Pavel. You going to shoot?
The knight walks up and taps you on the shoulder, idle, and he gives you he basically gives you the.
I'll pick the bow up, hand it to him, and head out.
What did you say, AJ?
Idle was eliminated. Okay, so.
Is Pavel going to go? Or?
I think
Pavel walked off. Yeah, he walked off. All right.
Oh my god.
This time the gnome sticks straight in the target.
Oh, pull his knife out, stick your target again.
Yep.
All right.
You hit 2 bullseye with 1 throw.
Yep.
Two,
Yeah.
that's double points. Double. I hit twice.
Two can play at that game. I'll shout that. Two can play at that game. And I'll ask the knight, can you have another target right next to the original target?
Just use mine.
The knight he takes a flask off of his belt, and you just see him take like a really, really big swig.
I come back and I very
Over.
conspicuously
I
just
won,
say, "Can't wait for the pie eating contest."
I know. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. So what do
Yeah,
I get for I winning?
It's pretty clear that the knight is just not acknowledging your speech. He just walks back to the table where he was sitting at the sideline,
Demand Inquisition.
and he waves his arm in like a circle, and the people fire the next shot.
Fine, I'll keep making bullseyes.
This guy misses. You can see the knight gives him like an angry waving his arm away gesture. This guy's consistent.
God damn. Where did he learn that?
He's at a level 5.
Nice. You
I
both
finally got that damn
both
bullseye.
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn.
Well.
Dude,
Yep.
I'm salty.
I tossed him into the
Right into the bullseye.
Yeah.
And then I pulled a knife and stabbed the bullseye again.
Yeah, basically, Torment, while your gnome projectile is flying in the air, he pulls his knife and holds it, and immediately jams the knife into the bullseye, right before his hat jams into it. So both are sticking out of that target. As a matter of fact, since the target is made out of hay, and it just sort of the structure can't take it, and it like the whole bullseye basically disintegrates, and they have to bring out a new one.
They can just roll mine over. Or were we all using the same target?
Torment turns and
that's
looks at the knight. Game over. I win.
Can I help them set up another bullseye?
Sure.
I'd like to see if I can grab another bullseye, too. Have it right next to that one.
I figure
Just in case that happens again. Then we
Since-
don't have to do this again, you know what I mean?
Since the people still there seem competent, and then there's Torment, I think I'll just help be a stagehand, assemble stuff, move it around, clear arrows, whatever the hell.
The knight does not seem like he wants to give this to Torment, but he also doesn't want to disqualify him because he did say. So he just waves his arm to go again.
Since gnomes aren't people, that must mean they're an object, which means it could be a throwing weapon.
Oh, this guy does not hit his target after a consistently good night.
Woo!
Agatha gets a bullseye.
Oh man, I have a feeling where this is gonna go.
I missed this time.
Torment, you barely hit the bottom of the bullseye with the gnome.
And then I pull myself out and jump up and stab the bullseye.
While waiting on the knight's mark.
You just see the knight is sitting at the desk. He's not even looking anymore. He's just got his hands over his face, and he won't even look. So
Hey,
he's
How
standing.
many rounds is this?
I think until only one person's left.
Oh well.
We're winning the psychological
I mean-
contest. That's for
I
sure.
mean, for real. Every time y'all hit the bullseye, I hit the bullseye. So I mean, y'all could give up at any time.
The knight's gonna get up. And he's gonna say, "I think it's down to you two." Oh, God help me. And then he's gonna take another swig. And he's gonna say, "The first one of you to miss loses."
Okay.
All right, Torment, you got a 7.
Yep. So I land short. I pop up and throw my knife.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is bullshit. This was fucking hard. I did not expect you guys to be this far. Fuck.
The knight's gonna say, "Okay, all right," and he's going to walk over to where the targets are, and he's gonna pull them back like another 20 feet further away. And he's gonna say, "Let's try this."
Okay.
We can hit that.
Well,
Sure,
Agatha
both
hits.
again.
Motherfucker.
How far is that target before disadvantage kicks in?
I think you're at disadvantage range on the throwing gnome. But Jesus, fuck.
The tactical
Dude.
throwing gnome.
Dear God of Bethlehem! What? How is this possible? How is it possible?
This is good.
Nani?
All right.
You could give up at any time.
Never.
I could do this all
He
day.
just throws you like a football, just like across like just this vast distance.
You're like, as it goes because he's spinning.
You
You're
have to.
pretty fucking good at that. I will give you that. But it's down to the last one, and I ain't giving up.
Okay. All right, you hit barely. Disadvantage. Torment.
I'm just laughing so hard. I'm trying to keep my composure because it's just so ridiculous, and I'm angry at the same time. Dear God.
Don't joke.
Oh my God.
The knight is. At this point, he is just like, "Oh my God, please kill me now." Again.
Oh. Right in fucking bullseye. You will go down.
Okay. So with that throw, Torment, you arc just a little too much, and the gnome just like slams into the ground, and he's less than 20 feet away from you.
I'm gonna pop
So
up
under-
and throw the knife, and then
At
charge.
disadvantage. Okay. The gnome
Dear
finally misses the target. He gets the dagger directly into one of the legs holding the target up, and it falls over.
We count that.
That's a count. That would count. I hit the target. The target is gone.
No,
Hey,
no.
that worked.
You
So
had a great run.
I'll go
Good-
get the knife out
good
and prop
fight.
the target back up.
So the knight walks up, and he pats you on the shoulder, Agatha, and says, Well, it looks like you have won the day. Agatha, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, what's her name? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
You would know this is Sir Jacob Killian.
Sir Jacob Killian. Yeah. Man, I kind of know these fellas, but I didn't know they did that. They do that really fucking good. Is this a thing?
That was very impressive. We will certainly be on the watch for that sort of behavior in the future.
Yeah.
It's definitely not traditional. I have to say, I'm glad he lost, because if he had made it to the tournament, he would have embarrassed himself. They certainly wouldn't have let him do that.
Well, then y'all would have been the one to look bad, not me. Y'all allowed me to do it.
It's all right. Gnomes measure success by the number of specific rules created just because of us.
You chalk this up to 1.
It'll be good to see you up there next week. We will be expecting you. Let's try to keep practicing.
Oh wait,
try
we
to
have
do
done
well.
that. I'm glad we failed.
Absolutely. Can you give me a day and time, place?
So the attorney's a week from today. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding it. We'll be setting up the grounds on the south end of town. Some of the tents are already popping up. Just outside the south.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, I'll make sure to have that day off. Look forward to it.
As do I. All right, and he's going to walk back, and he's going to begin scribbling with his ink and quill at his table. The next event starts soon. It's going to be the unarmed brawl.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
All right.
I'll be sitting on the side of the ring for any medical needs that come up.
I'm going to make sure I'm out of the grabbing range of Torment just in case it gets any ideas.
I will
That's
stab
most
somebody
wise.
with the gnome. I will do it. Just stab them with the pointy end.
Wouldn't that be for the armed?
Well, technically, I'm not armed.
Gnomes are not people, but they're also not technically weapons. Yet.
Yeah.
I think this last trial just kind of proved that they are in fact deadly weapons.
That was so fucking hilarious. My
It
God.
was too funny not to let it happen, unfortunately. It's just too funny. All right, so yeah, you guys see that there's already some people brawling in the fighting ring, and Torment.
I've got Revard sitting on my shoulder.
No, I said I'm out, making sure I'm out of
Oh.
your reach.
Oh, I was gonna put you on my shoulder and have you join in the fight because technically you're not a person and you're not a weapon. You're just.
Oh, you be
part of my
harassing the
outfit.
shit out of someone, give them disadvantage. Oh, that's cheesy as fuck. Oh my.
I don't think they'll allow that, especially after the last event.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll have to go with brute force.
That they probably will allow.
Brute force, the way everything should be solved.
Would they allow me to have a clothed but padded jacket?
Yeah. They wouldn't allow anything heavier than that, but it's not like anybody has anything heavier than that.
Yeah. I was about to say, if I see someone in full plate, I give up. Because fuck that.
Oh, I don't have any armor. I'm in a loincloth.
All right. So your first opponent, Torment, are you the only one in the unarmed brawl?
I should be in there.
Wolford's in there. Okay.
What
All
are we
right.
fighting?
Well, there's only you each get to fight an opponent. So, which one of you would like to go first? I think we'll start with Torment. It's all the same.
All right, that's fine. Torment will go first. He loves breaking your contests up.
Great. There's a commoner in the ring here, and he's he's got his shirt off. He's kind of dancing around in the ring, throwing a few punches. He looks excited about this until the Goliath steps.
Oof.
So you've had fighting training, right?
He doesn't speak.
He's scared as fuck. As he should be.
Shit.
Go easy on him.
So if you hear anything pop, that's probably a bad thing. Just a heads up.
You might want to just go ahead and roll a niche. The bell ring.
And you hear yell in the sideline, pull him out of your ass like that other guy!
This guy's so fucked. Okay, you go first. This guy's like 5'7", and he's standing there, fists up.
I'm just gonna take a swing, you know.
Hey, I'm an inch taller than him.
Just give him a little jab, see how he likes it.
I thought you were 4'8".
You hit.
Nuh-uh. I'm 5'8".
Oh shit, I'm like a foot smaller than you then.
What is it, a 1 or a D4 for
17.
damage or what?
It's a 1 plus your strength mod.
3.
All right. He takes 3 damage. You just jab him right in the gut, and you see all the air expelled out of his lungs, and he curls over. And then he brings himself back up, and his eyes are watering, and he does not look good. And he takes a shot at you.
With a gun.
Yeah. 15 hits you, right?
Yeah, I have no armor on. I have
You take 2 bludgeoning damage. And that
Go
was
ahead.
his reaction.
Oh,
Because
he's
he
bloody.
was bloodied.
oh, don't I get to
I
hit him
forgot
too?
about that.
If you're bloodied,
Oh, no. No.
does a 12 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 2 more bludgeoning damage. He just
Okay.
wails into you, but now he's looking tired. And that's it.
That was a good shot, man. Good shot.
Just pat him on the head. He falls over.
Watch this guy come around and beat the shit out of just everybody.
Not that it really mattered with either of those, but
In a night.
it is dexterity to hit.
You lay
Oh,
him
so
flat
that'd be a
out.
+1. That'd be a +1 instead of a +2.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
you're
sure.
proficient. You're proficient with unarmed strike, so it should be +3.
Yeah, you should have your proficiency bonus.
Oh, yeah, then it should be +3, yeah. I didn't know that.
Is he proficient in throwing gnomes?
No.
I am proficient in throwing a spear, because I have a spear. So you're
Yep.
shaped
Not as
similar like a spear. If I could put a stick up your ass, you'd be...
so.
Throwing gnomes are the bleeding edge of modern sentient technology.
Yeah, so you lay this guy right out. You just connect right with his face, and he just drops, just right where he's at. Just basically knock him into the fence, and he just slumps down.
Sorry. I didn't mean to hit him so hard. He's still breathing.
If he
The
doesn't feel that-
crowd's cheering, and people start to like drag him limp over the thing, and he kind of seems dazed, but his eyes open as he gets dragged out.
You take a good hit, guy. Next time I come to town, we fight again.
He starts to open his mouth and kind of waves an arm at you, and when he opens his mouth, blood and 2 teeth fall out.
Oof.
I'm gonna go over and see if there's anything I can do to help that guy.
He might be pissed. And he wakes up. I guess I'm gonna climb out of the ring now because my fight's over, right?
Yeah, your fight's over. All right, Wilfred, your turn.
Wilfred, knock him stupid.
Another man gets in the ring, and he's real glad to see the Goliath getting out of there. You ready? You ready for your fight, Wilfred?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, roll an ish.
He's a burly
Yeah, it looks like they're squaring
she's
off. You'll
ready.
see Reverend yell, "Remember, the winner gets to fight the Goliath!"
Apparently, Wilfred's motivated by this.
Roll for intimidation.
Oh, when he says that, I'm gonna be picking my teeth with my spear.
So roll to fell him.
It's your turn, so roll what you're gonna roll. Okay. You hit him.
And deal 2 damage.
All right. He doesn't seem too upset by that, and he just kind of limbers up, and he throws a punch at you.
That hits.
Nothing on. That's kind of a weak punch.
That hits, Nani.
And you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
This is Wilfred, not Gilbert. Of course 10's gonna hit. He doesn't
You
have
don't
armor.
have nothing in. You have nothing in Dex.
No dexterity.
No dexterity.
Sorry. Because I didn't set it with a class, I am incorrect. It should be 11. I'm sorry, that does miss.
Okay. Yeah. So
Thanks
he
for catching
throws
that, guys.
he throws a punch, and he hits you like square in the abs, and it doesn't really do anything. He's a little distressed by it.
I'll punch him.
I crush you.
He manages to turn to the side, and he manages.
Come
to get out.
on, Wilfred, quit dancing with this man and knock him out.
15 hit.
Yeah.
Don't make me throw the gnome at you.
You take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Standing out here yelling rabble, rabble,
All right.
rabble isn't going to help anything.
But we don't know what else to do, Mayor.
Your turn. That'll hit.
That's 2 damage.
Mm-hmm. All right. At this point, he's gonna react and make a swing.
He's bloody. He gonna
bloody.
punch the shit out.
That hits.
And this one.
Oh my God.
Oh my dear
I-
God.
I think the
That
first hit
doesn't
bloodies. I think the first hit bloodies. So
the
I think
first hit would bloody, yes.
so he would
Okay.
get an attack of opportunity.
You have.
Yeah, can I
a
react
reaction
punch him?
Attack. Yes, before the 20 hits.
They're gonna knock
That's
each
okay,
other
kid.
out. This is gonna be funny. They're gonna knock each other.
Yeah. If we both nat 20, can we knock each other unconscious?
That's
Did he
still
miss? Did he miss?
All right. He hit.
Well, bloody have a -2 to AC.
So do they both hit, or does he hit?
I'm gonna say he hits a moment earlier, and he drops the guy, but the guy still has his punch incoming, and you do take the 2 damage. He just hits the ground first.
So we punch each other in the face.
Oh, nice.
Are you
They both fall
unconscious?
over. What? That's not how you end a fight. What the hell is that? Get up!
I'm just gonna be confused in the med bay when they come. Like, aren't these the 2 idiots that were fighting each other?
All right. So technically, Wilfred wins. They get dragged out of the ring. You both have a little bit of time to rest up.
I do believe I also signed up for the unarmed.
Okay. Well, you can step into the ring then. There's somebody ready.
Yep. Oof.
Wow.
Ooh.
Does an 11 hit you?
That barely misses.
Okay. So yeah,
Dex base.
guy throws a punch, and it kind of hits your shirt, but it doesn't really do anything. He realizes pretty quickly that he might have messed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him right in the diaphragm.
You hit.
Yes, for 3 bludgeoning.
All right. Well, he's bloodied, so he's gonna make a reaction attack.
That's a solid hit.
Why did he roll damage?
All right. It's not a roll. It's just telling me how much damage it does. It's fine.
Oh,
3 equals 3, which also equals 3.
So his reaction attack, I think, hits you for 2 damage, and then he misses with his turn.
All right, that hurt. My turn.
Whap. He just lands flat on his back, sprawled out.
you got your ass whooped by a chick! Ha ha!
Cough.
He gets dragged out of the ring.
And I'll go ahead and leave.
Yep. All right. I would. Well, I guess we're gonna draw lots to see which of you 3 fight each other next.
Roll a d3. We get a match, we'll fight.
That's fair.
Everyone rolls a 2.
I
Or
think.
everyone rolls a 2. No.
Don't roll a 3. Ah!
Here we go.
Wilfred versus Torment then.
I'm gonna be right back.
Let's have a good match, Wilfred.
I'm gonna try to fell me this tree.
Sure as hell is built like one.
And my initiative is 5.
Really low initial rolls today.
Wilfred had a good one.
Arnish is plus int, right?
Yeah, you can add
Yes.
your int.
Do we
thought it was
subtract
dex.
int though?
It's both.
Okay,
I don't.
so in that case,
I'm pretty
plus
sure there's a
1.
minimum of 0 on the end, but I'd have to go double check the way I worded it.
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
see one last time
In
I
that case,
checked.
it's plus 1.
I guess might be a thing. Scan it. I'm not gonna worry about it today.
Initiative. At the
Doesn't
beginning
matter.
of every combat, you roll initiative by rolling a d20 and adding both your dexterity modifier and your intelligence modifier. No minimum
Okay.
of 0.
Well, in that case, in future, subtract any negative int you have from your initial.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's still 16. Still makes sense.
I have initiative of +1. Yay.
I have initiative
Okay.
of -1. Yeah.
All right, Wilfred, you go first. There's a big old Goliath in here.
Here we go.
Yep, you hit me.
You take 2 damage.
Okay. I
Why,
missed.
That does not hit.
why are people dropping stats to 6? What the hell?
You'd have to have. Oh. Holy shit.
Oof.
You take 2 damage.
Okay.
I think that bloodies you.
That
so
bloodies me.
Reaction.
He
That
takes.
hits.
That's 3 damage.
Which would bloody you. So
That bloodies me.
You
Like,
both get reaction
with my
attacks.
reaction.
Oh yeah.
All right.
this is gonna be over real quick.
That
Does
hits.
16 hit you? You take
Yeah.
2 damage.
But
Okay.
does Torment hit
But
him
now
back?
it's my turn. Because
Let's
I
see,
still
does
have
he
1
hit?
hit point.
Does he hit?
No, he does not.
He
Oh
misses.
no!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Just short.
He misses!
And I
Oh.
missed. Come on.
Both on your last leg.
Ooh.
That
He
hits.
wants to get hit.
Wilfred is down.
Okay.
All right.
Dodges the last punch, hits him with that hook.
Yeah, he just
Fun
he
fight.
fucking hits you below the chin, and you just fly about
Wait a
5.
second. I'm confused. Didn't Wilfred get him 3 times?
He hit me once,
Wilfred does
and then
less
he hit
damage.
me again, and then I hit him, and then he hit me, and then I have 7 hit points. He only hit me for
Oh.
6.
Oh,
Yep.
you got 7? You're a fucking monster. God, what?
Yeah. Yeah, the math checks out there.
Yeah, I didn't know he had 7. I thought he had 6.
No, he's got 1 more hit point than I do.
Wow.
I have the indomitable feat. I mean, the feat that gives me a plus to my.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
legitimately glad that you beat me with that, because that kind of suck having the indomitable feat and then getting your ass whooped in your first fist fight.
I know, right?
Not to make this even more unfair than it already is. Goliaths do have that.
I was wondering if anybody was gonna point that out.
Oh God, then he
Wait,
shouldn't have done
so-
damage to me at all, because my damage modifier is
So-
+2. So he didn't do anything.
Oh my God! So
I
the
can't
guy,
be beaten.
the guy looks like he wasn't even hit. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Dear God of Bethlehem. I'm gonna fight my guy, and then I'm gonna bow out AGR, because fuck that.
All right.
Oh, come on, don't be a pussy. You might nat 20 his ass.
I'm gonna pick Wilfred up and
The
carry
nat
him out
20
of the
does
ring
not
with me.
double damage. It doubles
Right.
damage dice. It is impossible to beat him.
That doesn't mean
Try!
you can't be cool about it.
Don't you do 3?
I do 3, but he has a con of 16.
I thought he
No.
had a +2 to his con, not a +3.
No, I have a
Do you
plus.
have
I have a con of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
impossible. He took
Yep.
no damage at all, so. But I
Ah.
still want to fight the fellow that I was going to fight anyway.
Okay.
Just
wait.
It's
If he has a con of 16, by my math, he
He took no
should
damage.
have he should have 8 hit points. Because
You
isn't
were
our
right.
starting AP 5 plus
That's
con?
right. Is it? I thought it was 4 plus con. That's
Nope,
why
it's 5 plus con.
5. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then
Alright.
yeah, I should have 8.
okay. The thing is, though, the
Like,
person he
one's
was gonna
Goliath.
fight. So you guys remember that guy from the bar? He gets in the ring.
The one that I arm wrestled.
You know, I wanted to arm wrestle you. That guy, Adele, she gave you a good run. Let's have a good fight.
He just beats
Knock
his
him
fist
out,
together,
Agatha.
gives you like a thumbs up. This guy is a Goliath.
Yep.
He's
Well,
big.
I said I was going to fight him. I'm going to fight him.
All right. He's a scary man.
He is a smart boy, too.
All right. Actually, that should be A+1. All right, your turn. Nice. That's a hit.
It's 3 damage, or however much that's reduced.
All right.
Completely
That's going to be it for me.
He does not seem to give a fuck about that punch.
He's a level 4 barbarian.
Punch him in the ball sack.
No.
Hit
I'm
him
not
in
doing
his dingleberries. The only way you're gonna win.
He's going to attempt to grapple you.
He's not going to attempt. He's going to grapple you. It's not right to give us an over-leveled guy like that. It's not fair.
Coming from a guy who literally cannot take damage right now.
Not from a boxing match,
So,
no.
he's grappled me.
Yeah, he has grappled you.
Now,
Go ahead.
okay, I don't know if this is possible, but I'd like to use my own weight and try to trip him. Is that possible? You know, like judo? Like a
Judo.
sweeping maneuver, since we're grappled?
Do you know any Battle Master maneuvers?
Are you proficient in acrobatics?
No, I don't want to do any damage. I just want to trip him.
Yeah.
It's like knocking him prone.
Yeah, are you proficient
Wouldn't
in
that be a
acrobatics?
push attack?
Oh,
Because you
what?
can push people prone.
Yeah, you could do a push attack.
Yeah, like you can substitute your damage instead for doing a push attack under the push attack action option at the bottom of your PDF.
Yeah,
Battle
so
Master.
I'd like to do that.
All right.
I don't suppose there's a bridge nearby.
This is an attack roll.
I'd have to go and look at the
It's
push
instead
attack
of
roll.
one attack, you can move an opponent 5 feet or make them prone by winning an opposing strength athletics check. Disadvantage if trying to move the opponent to the side rather than directly away from you.
There you go. You fail to push him. You like kick and sweep his legs, but they don't budge.
Sweep the
It
leg,
says
Johnny! Sweep the... Oh, you tried that. Never mind! Do something else! Poke him in the eye!
That didn't work. Try something better.
Try sucking less.
Have you tried
Nobody
winning?
assists if you beat him! Bob and weave!
Go for the jugular.
Tell him you'll sleep with him. He'll fall down.
All right. So is it his
Flash him a
turn?
tit or something.
That's his turn.
Anything.
I can only do one thing per action.
Okay. Well, at this point, I think he's just gonna squeeze.
He's trying to give you some love.
So do you guys think the organs are going to come out the mouth or out the ass?
I
Yes.
think an
want to
ass.
say it's but I'm hoping.
So is he attempting to choke me? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an attack roll for this. Just
Trying to choke you
That's
unconscious.
definitely a hit.
He's just gonna
Okay.
choke you, stupid.
all right. Well, that's 4 damage.
Yeah, that bloodies me. I'd like to try to knock him. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Nope. I do not want to try and knock him prone. That might snap my neck. I think I will reaction tap. Tap. Give up.
He lets go.
Holy shit, you're strong.
Good job.
Fuck. Whew.
He gives you a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah.
He likes you.
Oof. All right, I'm gonna leave. Leave the ring.
He walks to the other side of the ring, and somebody hands him a big old wine skin, and he takes a big swig of it. You will note that he does look a little worse for the wear. Maybe not from that fight, but probably from the fact that he's just been fighting people constantly, even like outside the ring this whole time.
Crap.
Torment, you're up.
All right, Torment goes and gets in the ring. All right, let's have a good, clean fight.
Yeah. He reaches out his fist to tap fists with you.
I tap this with him.
Okay, looks like he goes first.
Crap.
That's an oof. All right. That hits you.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 bludgeoning damage,
Oh, wow. Okay.
minus whatever you can reduce.
Yeah.
A whole whopping 1 damage.
8 more rounds to go.
Yeah.
Goliaths are scary. You
For
know
this, for the sake of this, I'm gonna give you double damage instead of double dice because otherwise
Alright,
they
that'd be 6.
Okay.
you do not want to be downrange of an angry Goliath.
Especially one that knows the secret art of the battle gnome.
Just get a
Alright.
nat 20 back at him.
No, but that's a hit.
Alright, that's another 4 damage. You take 1.
I miss. I take 1.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm rolling good. That'll hit.
3 points.
Alright. I think he misses you.
He does.
Yeah, he tries to drive you into the ground and you manage to sweep around behind him.
You put a space before the R.
I'm gonna say you got behind him, I'll give you advantage.
3
Alright,
more.
that's a hit. Yeah.
This turn.
Alright.
That hits. Another point.
Yep.
What am I at? 4?
I think so. That makes you bloodied, so that would give you a reaction attack.
That's a miss.
Yep.
And that's a miss. Fuck.
Mm.
That's a hit.
Alright. You take another damage.
I miss again.
That's 1 more damage. Okay.
3 more. This is a slow fight.
It's at this point you realize the only thing that damaged him was a crit.
Probably.
Yeah, because I did 3 damage too, and I didn't get anything done.
Yeah.
See, a lot of
Okay.
D20s, but no damage rolls.
Yep.
So we're just gonna sit there and slug until I finally lose and drop.
Probably. Oh.
Good night,
I think-
Gracie.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, I'm out.
I was hoping you'd get 1 more crit. He was pretty wore out.
And it was fun. He knocks me out. Ugh.
Ooh.
Torment will accept that because he was knocked out by a Goliath. That's
Yeah.
acceptable.
He spits a little blood from that crit a little earlier in the fight. I don't know if there's anybody else. I don't think there were any other brawlers for this
Nope.
for this one. I
Nope.
think he
Was it
won
no
that
one brave
contest.
enough for that shit? Fuck that. Nope.
Was there
I
a
would-
tavern brawl?
No. Tournament.
This yes,
Ooh.
tournament. It's a
I pretended to
con-
get hurt for my opponent.
yeah, he's gonna drag you back up to your feet and give you a pat on the back.
Good right. Good right. Ugh. Next time I'm in town, we got to do this again. More alcohol. And more women.
He says, "I hear that."
Yeah, we just love beating women, don't we, guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've been beating them all day. I don't think...
I ain't no sub.
This is a tournament. I've been beating them all day.
I think we're talking about 2 different things.
He's not smart enough to know the difference.
All right, so the Goliath's gonna make his way out of the ring after helping the other Goliath out, and you're gonna notice that he walks over. He's got a couple of dogs and a couple of humans that are talking to him, and one of them's helping him put on uh, like a padded jacket, and he's been handed a like a wooden waster. He's looking beat right now,
All right.
but they're getting ready to start the actual single combat with a weapon. So if anybody would like to participate in that, they can do so.
Hey, I was in that.
Torment steps forward, but before he does, he tries to find Revart and put him on his shoulder, take it with him.
I don't have any armor. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna hold you in my hand and swing you like a sword.
Yeah, no.
It's a club. Come on, it'll be fun.
The gnome has
For
some
you,
sense.
maybe. Gnomes, we can fly just fine, but blunt, nah, not so much.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll flip the hat over, and then I'll hold the bottom of the hat and hit him with you. How's that? That's better, right? You won't feel it long.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to do it.
Fine. Are these edged weapons? Are we fighting to kill each other?
No, they got wooden wasters they're handing out. It's just for whatever you can ask for a spear or a sword or something, but
Yeah,
it's
I
really
gotta
it's just a wooden approximation.
I'm gonna get my spear going.
Am I able to get a wooden approximation of an axe?
I mean, yeah, they give you a stick. Just
club.
roll it, just roll it like an axe.
I'd like
I
the
just- I just had to
wooden.
clear.
I'd like the wooden approximation of the biggest thing I can find because I'm equally bad with all of it.
All right, you get like a wooden great sword if you have the strength. Otherwise, you get a wooden longsword.
I'm assuming it uses the same dice.
They have
right?
They have the stats of the regular weapon. They're just they are only doing non-lethal damage for the sake of the contest.
So, question. What if I don't have the strength for a weapon but still try to use it?
Let him do it for the meme. Let him do it for the meme.
You can make your attacks a disadvantage. The wooden one's probably, I'll let you do it.
I take the great
AGR,
sword.
AGR, would you let me bludgeon people with a short bow?
Oh my god.
Just choke the shit out of them with the bowstring.
Okay, so who is participating in this contest?
I'm certainly
Wilfred
not.
is.
I'm worn out.
Can I just snipe from the air?
Those of you that are worn out, you do have a chance to rest. The other Goliath not taking a chance to rest. He's just wailing on people and continuing to train. But you can all take a rest if you'd like and get your health back.
All right.
Do I get a helmet or something?
I mean, would you have a helmet? They're not giving out helmets.
Shit. Okay.
I can give you this padded jacket. I'm worn out. I think it's too big for you, but you know.
Yeah, it's definitely too big, but you can wear it. It's wonky, but you could wear it.
All right, who am I fighting?
I'll take it.
Sure.
Okay. Well, Torment, Wilfred, you're both in the running, so I think you're fighting each other.
All right. All right.
All
Well,
right,
I'm
let's
ready
go,
for
Wilfred.
ass beat.
Let's do this.
Yep. All right. 7.
I have a minus.
All right, Wilfred goes first.
Of course he does.
God damn.
Oof, good night.
Yep. Okay, I'm bloodied. My turn.
Well, your reaction, then
You
your
get attacked twice.
Yeah.
Is your strength 12?
Wilfred's?
Yeah.
Yep. 11 hits. Yeah, Wilfred has a +1 to all of his physical stats.
Did you get a plus? Oh yeah, you're proficient in that weapon. That's good.
I mean, I hope I'm proficient in hand axes.
No,
Kind of embarrassing if I wasn't.
Torment's got some numbers there. Did you add your strength to hit there, or did you add your dex to hit?
I think I added my strength to hit.
You gotta add your dex to hit with all your melee weapons, and your strength is added to the damage.
So it's proficient, which is 3.
Your proficiency is 2.
2.
And
So it'd be a
then-
plus 3.
Yeah, so you should have a +3 total there. 6 plus 3 is 9. So
Which
I don't think
does
you hit.
not hit.
Yeah, but you get another attack. I think that one hit him.
That does hit.
Nice.
Yes. Let me check the math there. 6 max HP, 6, and I'm dead.
All right, you just clobber him upside the head. He gets you with a real good strike.
He does.
And you like curl over, and as you're doing that, at the same time, you just swing at him, and you flail one way, and he manages to backstep, but then you bring the blunt side of the blade back around, and you just wrap him right on the back of the head, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes.
You got a juke.
That's because he crit you. Damn.
Actually, yeah. What was your health reduced to with that hit?
1. No, 8. I have a reduction of 3. Took it to
So 2
6.
HP.
2 HP.
You were close.
God damn.
Okay. So this Goliath, people are calling him Gorgeous George. He gets back in the ring, and he says, "Hey, it's you again."
Shit.
Is
Let's
Gorgeous
go.
George an ironic name?
Yes.
Okay.
My initial 6.
That should be +1. Sorry, that's a 9. Oh boy, here we go.
What's he carrying?
He's got a waster. It's like a long sword.
The lights are scary.
Yeah,
He's
they're
got an
pretty
ass
scary.
whooping stick.
11 hit.
Just hit, yes.
Oh, he's still bloody. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gone, too.
No,
Yeah.
I would allow that you have the time to rest between each of these fights.
Oh.
It's not a problem.
Otherwise, it's not exactly a fair contest.
Yeah, this
Still not a
Goliath.
fair contest.
This Goliath has had time to rest, but he has not rested. He just keeps beating the shit out of everybody who will agree to fight.
he loves to fight too much.
He does.
And that will be his downfall.
All right. That's 5 bludgeoning damage minus whatever you can reduce.
So it's 2. 6. Alright.
All right. He just one-hands this longsword at you. That's a hit. All right.
This monster is still standing.
He is still standing. He has thick skin, and his con is 16 as well. I would like to note, though. All right, pal. He is bloodied.
Oh crap!
Oh boy.
That's
Now we're
And
getting
he
some
has
damage.
and he has
Hey, what?
2 reactions.
okay. The second one's as a 1 is a definitely.
Yeah.
Hits. He should drop his sword or something. Anything for it, man.
And you take 7 damage this time, minus
Fuck.
your reduction.
I do believe that
I'm
Bloody's
bloodies
torment.
me. Yeah,
Yep.
that bloodies
Yeah.
me, so I get to go.
Yep, you get 2 swings in a row.
Damn it.
Motherfucker!
Come on, Maester. I mean,
Do you guys
torment.
have money on this?
What meta?
Do you guys have money on this?
Nah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
we
for
win
fun.
money if we win it, but yeah. I ain't won one yet. I've been in second place in every contest I've been in.
I don't know. There's worse places to be.
Could be
Yeah,
that
you
bow
could be
guy
like
that
hiding
slapped
up
people
the
with the
That
string.
was your reaction. So you get another attack. Wow.
Wow. I mean, really?
That's an oof.
I'm gone.
7 more
Yeah,
damage.
I'm gone.
Rip.
I
Damn.
crumple.
What a monster.
Yeah. He had a lot of health, but really with the weapons, I was thinking he'd go down faster. You needed to do 4 more damage to him, like after his resistance.
Yeah, but he does way more damage to us.
Oh yeah, he was a mean dude, but he's been softened up.
Is it my turn to hop in the ring?
If you want to get in the ring,
This girl's
So-
about to steal it.
So the 125-pound, 4'9" little girl with a wooden sword that's probably 3 feet longer than she is. I'm doing it.
Knock her upside the
all
head.
right.
She's got a wooden Zweihander.
The legend never dies.
Do it for the meme.
You go first.
And it was disadvantage because I don't actually have the strength to use this.
Oh my god. Barely trying to swing.
The AC should be -2 from the Goliath that's
Mhm.
bloody.
I'm just gonna run at him yelling.
You hit.
Disadvantage with double nat 20s.
6 damage.
Okay. He takes that square on the chin, and you see he like sobers up. You see his eyes open, and he's just like lucid. He was laughing up until that moment,
Bush.
and now he's gonna turn and he's gonna bring his sword down right at your head,
Oh shit.
and he gets a 5.
And he misses. Yes.
All right, you sweep to your left, and the blade,
Okay, man.
the waster comes down right, and it skids like right across your shoulder, but no damage.
I'm gonna take like a half step back so I have room to actually swing this monster and take another swing for his stomach.
All right, that's a miss.
Barely.
Oh crap.
All right, he's gonna bring his weapon around, and then he's gonna raise it over his head, and then he's gonna just grab for your sword with his.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
contested athletics check.
Ooh.
Or acrobatics to get away before you can.
They're both a -1.
You can. Okay.
Well, will you let him nat 20 it? Do it for
Sure.
the meme.
Make
Do
the
it for
roll.
the meme. Oof.
Okay.
I got the 2 part of it.
grabs your sword. He hasn't pulled it out of your hands, but he's got it with one hand, and you probably can't swing it like that. It is your turn.
I'm gonna try and just pull it straight back and get it
Okay.
out of his hand.
Go ahead.
Okay, he keeps it.
He didn't roll well though. Okay, he's going to.
Before he knocks me out, I'd just like to look up at him and yell, "Fuck."
He's going to pick the sword up. Are you going to try to hold onto the sword when he lifts you off the ground with it?
Of course I am.
Okay.
I'm in this fight in the first place. I don't make good decisions.
Strength athletics check to hold onto this sword. I mean, you only got to hold it for 6 seconds, so I guess okay. He's going to make a swing at you. Does a 16 hit you?
That hits.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage.
If it did 1 more damage and it was lethal, that would have one-shot me. To death.
Yeah, so he smacks the shit out of you right in the side with this blunt weapon. And it's just like you curl around it and you just drop. All the strength leaves you and you feel this like cold, just like really you like you like ill at ease. You get this really nasty feeling in the pit of your stomach and all the strength drains out of you. You just drop.
The armor, it does nothing.
You guys have not been lucky tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I consider myself very lucky not to get a single lower than 12 score on that archery.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's pretty good.
Especially against when you have to realize that we had people using throwing gnomes instead of traditional archery.
Yeah, that was advantage. That was you guys rolling advantage every time, basically.
That's true. All right. So,
Oh, they're still with a pet eating contest, though.
is no one else is participating in this slaughter? I mean, contest.
Hey, I did fairly well. I hit the guy with a sword larger than I am.
I mean,
You know what? Fuck it. Revert will do it. He'll grab a baton and go at it.
oh my god.
You're gonna get fucking punted.
Take Idol's sword. Win in her name.
The Goliath starts to climb out of the ring. He doesn't
Poke
see
him
you.
with the quarterstaff I have.
Okay. He looks at you. He laughs.
Does he not expect this?
He's back into the ring.
Oh.
This is gonna end with you getting punted out of the ring like a football.
Oh, it's gonna be
Of course.
amazing.
Oh, he's fast as fuck,
His
boy.
initiative's good though. Oh, that should only be a +1, but it doesn't matter. You go first.
Okay.
Oof.
That is not a hit.
His AC is 12 normally?
That's true.
Damn, swole. He swole everything physical. Physical stat good across all board. Damn.
I don't think that was English sentence structure.
Okay.
But
I then like run through his legs and I'm on his other side.
Okay. All right.
Impale him with your hat.
He's gonna take his sword in his hand. He's gonna throw it, grab the other end of it, and then he's gonna make a golf swing at.
Yep.
God, he's gonna punk you into the 4.
Literally, all you had to do was hit him once.
Yeah. Well,
Didn't work this time.
he probably won't kill me.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You take
Oh.
I'm
11
unconscious.
Yeah, you take 11 non-lethal damage, and you are launched. Actually, nobody really knows where you are right now.
Just a Team Rocket little red spot in the sky.
Oh.
Gnomish Liberation Front is blasting off again.
Idel, can I have that padded jacket back? I'm gonna take that back.
The armor does nothing.
It'll take off a couple glancing blows.
Tell that to my ribs.
Well, he got you really good that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this jacket.
I mean, I had a flat roll. I might have hit him.
It was
Yeah.
definitely possible.
You have a +4 intelligence and a 10 for dex.
Yes.
Holy shit, you're a better wizard than I am by a lot.
I also have a 12 con.
Rever, you wake up after a minute, and you realize you're basically completely stuffed inside your own hat.
Well, I take the hat off, and I usually prestidigitationally clean myself off and everything. And then I look around. I'm probably like on like some thatched roof somewhere. Like I'm the ball the kids lost.
You're on the second story of a shop, in the gutter.
I might as well go into the ring.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll hop down and start moving back towards the ring.
All right.
I'll grab a longsword
Okay.
or the equivalent of.
That's fine. Oh god damn it. Okay.
I think he goes first.
Yeah.
Is that a +1 for his initiative?
Oh, it is a +1. I'm sorry. It is a +1, and you do go first because he has a -1 from his intelligence.
Okay.
All you have to do is hit him once.
Yes,
So-
Meta, we're aware.
Soft and
I'm saying it for myself.
For Narnia.
That is a hit.
Oh my god.
In the name of Absalom.
He does need a decent roll. Okay. That drops him.
To 1 hit point.
You smack him just right. You just run.
I'm gonna
You
get him on
you
his
just
shoulder.
charge.
Like I fake going for the gut, and I swing it around. I go vertical slice straight down the shoulder.
All right.
I don't think they should count that as a win.
Yeah, you bring the blade down right on his shoulder, and then you come back and you elbow him right in the head, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes. Like a really heavy one, though. Like a sack of potatoes made out of rocks. Wait a minute, that's actually rocks.
Oh God, yeah. I'll get him off the rocks. No.
No, he.
How long has it been
Never.
since I went down in this fight?
I don't know. 3 minutes.
It's at this moment I realize, oh shit, I don't want to do this, and I kick.
Can I get back in the ring? Because we fight until everybody's done, right? I still want to fight, and the new reigning
lost.
champion is.
Basically, you all lost to the like in the finals, except for Agnes, who won in the finals.
Agatha.
Off of all of your hard. I'm sorry, Agatha, who won in the finals based on all of your own, like everybody else's hard work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to take this victory. I'd prefer to give it to the gorgeous George. Excuse me, I'm still little bit shaken from that chokehold.
So Sir Jacob enters the ring, and he doesn't even listen to you. He just holds your arm up, and there's a lot of cheer.
Ooh,
I feel like you guys did this Power Ranger style.
basically.
1v1'd him each instead of all going at him at the same time.
It was a tournament style fight.
Yeah.
They might look
This
down
side-
on us just mobbing the ring.
It's at this point I told Jacob just plain straight. I don't want this victory. Give it to Gorgeous George. He fought all these people, and it took me.
He just kind of laughs, and he pats you on the back and says, "It's funny. It's funny.
No,
Okay, pie eating contest, everybody!" And he raises his arms up, and he walks away from you.
All right, let's do this.
Hey, Jacob. I'm not gonna actually. I just did this for fun. I
Agatha,
won't be
let's let it
participating
go.
in-
Let it go.
The
Let it go.
tournament, the tournament will be lots of fun, and so will the pie. Let's go, people! And he
Oh,
he
God
gets out of
damn
the ring.
You won. Let it go.
Pie, 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 pie. I'm gonna try
Pie,
starting a chant
pie,
about pie.
pie,
Pie,
pie.
pie, pie.
Has my gnome returned yet? Has anybody seen my gnome?
The gnome is going for the pie.
Yeah.
The gnome will be
Nope.
where the pie is.
The gnome
Can
might
I
be
put
in
like
if I-
can I get like a belt and put like a satchel in it, or like a sidecar for the gnome to ride in?
That's between you and the gnome.
I'm okay with it.
And even we
Probably
quick draw and just pulls a gnome out of it like a holster.
Quick draw. You can attack with one gnome at initiative plus 10 on the first round of combat.
Okay, so who would like to participate in the pie eating contest?
Wilfred would like to.
Torment.
I think
Yes,
everyone
sir.
is.
Can I feel that half of my body that got hit? Or is that still numb?
Most of it is numb. The edges of it hurt a lot.
I'm going to drown out the pain with pie.
That's fine.
I like pie. You like pie. We like pie.
Does George get up?
You hear him snoring.
Well, he had a couple of handlers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them. Yeah, I'm not actually gonna be participating. That can we have Gorgeous George go instead of me? Because if competition's anything like the way he fight, I'm not cut out for it.
They just kind of laugh. They say, "Yeah, you did great. You did great."
Pie.
Oh, you really think so?
Oh yeah, you whooped his ass. It was good. It was a great show. He's he's not had somebody actually KO him in was like 7 years.
Wow. Oh man, it's going to go to Agatha's head so bad. Wow, that guy's really strong.
Yeah, you don't know when to quit though.
Yeah. That pie looks good. I think I'm gonna grab some.
Yeah, there's a lot of pie. There's like
Pie.
a cartload of pie, and there's a baker who seems like he's had a hard day. But there's like long like trestle tables sitting out, and a lot of people that are all black and blue sitting out.
How do we do
Black
this?
and blue, just like the blueberry and blackberry pie.
Agatha, what class are you?
I'm a level 0 character.
What class do you plan on taking when you level up?
First level rogue, all other levels fighter.
Okay.
Okay, so the pie eating contest.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of this, these are full-size pies. So most of you can get down one pie without needing to make a con save at all. The Goliath can get down two, and the gnome probably has to make the con save starting with the first pie. That's a lot of pie. You've already consumed pie today, and you're very small.
Fair enough. It's not cobbler, so it's not like he's an infinite capacity for eating it.
Yeah. So
What are we doing?
basically, we need one con save from the gnome to see if he can even really get started here, or he loses out on the first pot. Okay, he passes the DC 8. Now the rest of you, except Torment, have to roll. And Revert, you would need to roll again for the second pie. The DC goes up by 1 with each successful pie. So all of you, if you rolled higher than an 8, you're fine. Except
Con
Revert,
saves?
who needed to roll a 9 and definitely did. All right, you ate that pie very, very easily.
Snorting down pies like a tiny Japanese.
Is everyone just going to keep rolling?
Well, we need the next round of pies, yeah. Thank you. Wilfred, you begin to vomit. You ate too fast.
Yep. I'm done.
Agatha, you also are feeling quite queasy, having sat directly next to Wilfred, and you are unable to keep all of that food down.
Yeah, that's fine. That pie's really good, by the way.
I think everybody else has passed. Another round.
Oof.
Idle is out. Just like completely like projectile vomits and then passes out. Tormund is now has now I think reached his limit as well.
No, I only rolled first last time, so I would only be at a 9 right now.
Okay, great. All right, so the 11 though for Spectre I think is probably a fail. Let's see.
Well, if Tormund's at a 9, that means normal people are at 10, and I was at 11.
Okay, great. So yeah, you're good, Spectre, for this round.
How in the hell is this gnome beating everyone?
This gnome likes pies.
He does like pies.
You've been eating more than your body weight. Where is that all going?
That sounds like quitter talk.
That's a gnome secret.
It's his magical gnome metabolism.
Yeah.
The reason
Okay.
they're so short is
I'd like to point out Revert only weighs
Well, I did
16
pass
pounds.
again.
Okay. This time, Spectre, I think you.
He needs an 11.
Yeah. All right. All right, Reverend. I think that's probably it for you, isn't it?
That's it for me too.
Would have been that would have been the DC. The DC was 12 for me.
Okay. Wait. Okay then.
Because if
you
it
make
was an 11 for the humans last time. Wait, no, it would be a 13 this time. I was sorry doing the math. Yeah. So I'm out.
All right. Revert and the Goliath are both out.
That was it.
Is that everybody?
We went out on the last pie together.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
The gnome kept pace with the Goliath in a pie eating
That was
contest.
awesome. I know, right? That is awesome.
The
We win
actual
again.
garden.
He ate like 3 times his body weight in pie.
Probably 10 times.
Hey, Meta.
The
Have you got a character?
Yeah.
you want to eat some pies?
All you
Yeah,
gotta
let
do
me
is
go.
roll con saves.
Let me go check what my con score is.
You want to fist fight a Goliath?
Pro
I would
tip:
pass if I
don't
was
do that.
You want to fist fight two
strong.
Goliaths?
Take a strong pass on that fist fighting the Goliath. It doesn't work out for people.
You want to fist fight two Goliaths?
I expected you guys to get into a bar brawl with him the night before, honestly.
He seemed like a friendly guy.
He's nice enough. But you guys are trouble.
Not all of us.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, do the guards offer spear and shield training?
I mean, you can pay for training. They don't offer it as like a free service. No.
Yeah. Were there going to be any more events?
That is all of the events for. I mean, you know, there's like other casual things, but that's all the events that has like a prize involved. By the way, I mean, I was gonna give Meta a chance to roll, but I think you guys both went out on the same pie. But
Sorry.
you tied. Go ahead.
It took me a while. I have a 10.
So flat rolls.
Okay. All right. Well, make some rolls. How many rolls?
Flat rolls.
How many rolls did you guys make? How many rolls was that? How many rounds?
That was 5.
All right.
Revo went out on a DC 13 starting at 8.
All right. Well, then you need to pass DC 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then, you know, one more.
Just roll 60, 20.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, you don't even finish the first pie. Okay. So, Sir Jacob approaches the two last standing, who are both bloated and like napping on the trestle table, and basically he taps each of you on the shoulder to waken you, and says, "Congratulations, you've won the pie eating contest. Here's what you've won," and he just sort of gestures over his shoulder to a cart full of pies. It's still half full of pies.
Great!
He says, "Better eat them quickly. They'll be stale by morning."
I wander over to the
Wait,
cart and
we
start
win a
slowly
pie
eating the
contest
pie.
by eating. Wait, what?
Yeah, we won the rest of the pies. The best prize
Yep.
of all.
I think we're getting hosed.
River says, "You're like, there is no better prize than getting pies in a pie eating contest."
I'm gonna need you to get this cart out of my square here.
Hey, Torrent, why don't you help move our pies out of here?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what you're gonna do with those pies, but good luck.
Probably celebrated the tavern.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty sure we're both going to the tavern to get drunk. And when we get drunk, we're just going to start like, all right, you get a pie, we're going to go Oprah style on these pies.
That's great.
Lovely day.
Okay, I have to go again. See you.
All right.
See
Bye.
you later.
Shit.
Sir Jacob, for
Yes.
that single weapon combat, are you allowed to use shields? Or bucklers?
You can use a shield if that's what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Would the weapons be provided?
Well, we just use wasters. We're not
I
aiming to
got you.
kill
Yeah,
anybody.
I appreciate that a lot. Your armor did nothing.
yeah. You swung that greatsword like a boss. Like you used your entire weight.
I don't actually know what else I'm supposed to do with it.
No, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it.
But yeah, Sir Jacob also goes back to the tavern, although he disappears into the cellar at the tavern. And he comes back several minutes later with a big old bottle of wine, and he leaves.
Do you want a pie to go with that wine?
He does not acknowledge you.
Everybody gets a pie. I throw one at him.
You throw a pie at the knight. Okay,
May I
roll the
intercept?
hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, spaghetti. Oh.
I am not proficient with a pie.
Everyone
my
should be
God.
proficient in slapstick.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
With a
the
pie.
pie splats against the knight's armor, and he stops.
Torment. What did you just do?
He turns around, and let's see.
Hey, Pavel, welcome back to the part where Torment fucking dies.
You can't take a joke. Come on. Hit me with a pie.
Bye.
You know how long that's gonna take to scrub off that full and the chainmail and the padded jacket that he wears?
I don't think he can tell who threw the pie. He's going to shout, "Who threw that fucking pie at me?" Unfortunately, you're in a crowded place, and several people point at the Goliath.
I'm going to hold up 2 more pies. Pie!
The knight is going to walk up to you. Right up to you.
I look down at him.
And he rolls a fucking 8. Alright, he is going to just backhand you right across the face, and it does nothing.
It's because you can't see because all the pie there.
I look at him and go, but it's chocolate. I think it's chocolate. And he sniffs it. Sticks his tongue out and licks the top of it. Oh yeah, it's chocolate.
It's another slap, I think.
That's a trip attack. That would require you to make an athletics check.
Athletics. Ooh, wait, yes, I'm proficient in that.
Yes, I presumed as much.
He's a burly boy.
Well, at least it's fucking 3 raccoons and not 3 raccoons fucking.
Okay, he sweeps your leg and you drop prone.
What happens to those 2 pies he was
What happened
carrying?
to the 2 pies? I mean, do they just splatter on the floor?
Does one go on his face?
No.
Damn.
Oh man, you're wasting it. You could have at least took one of my pies and hit me with it. I mean, shit. Live a little.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. He's going to just drive his boot right into your.
This is a very important question, though. What happened to the 2 pies he was carrying as he was knocked?
And then he's going to use his next attack to drive a pie into your face.
Okay. Okay.
He's going to motion to a couple of nearby guards and tell them to put you in the drunk tank.
Oh man, really? You've got no sense of humor.
He then
And
grabs
you've been
a pie.
drinking as more as me.
He grabs a pie and walks away with it.
Hey, you see that? He took a pie. He said he didn't want one. He punched me for not giving him a pie, and he took a pie. What? More liquor. What? Oh wait, I'm going to the stars. See y'all in the morning.
The Goliath waves goodbye as the guards drag him off.
I do not wave back. I just stare.
I'm going to make an effort to avoid
I
eye
absolutely
contact.
wave back at the Goliath.
He's got a drinking problem. People don't like him drunk. That's the problem.
That could have gone a lot worse. I'm glad that ended the way
He
it
was
did.
drunk. I mean, I didn't expect him to get killed over it.
Well, you know, nobles and power and such.
I didn't think AGR would actually kill me over something just dumb like a hit with a pie. I mean, that would be kind of just a little much.
It might have been negligent. You know, I don't know.
I mean,
AGR,
even after I humored him with the original idea of throwing a gnome at a target. I mean, who comes up with that shit? But Torm.
AGR, since Mister has expressed a concern about dying in the drunk tank, how hard would it be for me to put my axe in his head while he's in the drunk tank?
Pretty challenging. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
You
there's a
cannot
guard
kill me
house.
in my sleep.
Sorry,
a
Mister, you're
guardhouse
on your
where the
own. I won't be
bailiff-
able to kill you this time.
It's a guardhouse where the
Good,
bailiff lives, and in the basement
I'm just
are
a
a couple of
drunk. I mean, you gotta sleep it off. They'll let me go in the morning when Torment wakes up and apologizes. He probably won't remember, so it won't matter.
I think, yeah. So you guys continue. Those of you that are free and able, continue to drink for the rest of the.
Yeah, we drink and eat pies, and
Fair.
and like free pies for everyone.
All right.
Lovely.
By the time it gets dark and it's time to head home to skiing, the cart is empty.
Woohoo! Free cart.
I totally would have liked to get a single pie for the family if I could have.
That's totally manageable. You have a lot of time to do it.
Lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off early so I can, give the pie to the family and such. Talk to them a little bit about how the event went.
I'd like to do the same with 2 pies.
All right.
I'd like to take just a mere 1 pie home.
Okay. And I think we will call it for the evening with everybody going home.
That works for me.
Yeah,
All right.
that was something.
It was something.
Yeah. Good job,
Yeah.
Agatha.
At end of the session?
Yep. I know it's early, but I wanted to keep the content light for the first couple of things.
We completely missed an opportunity to have the 2 pies go flying out of the Goliath's hands, careening into the and sparking off a massive pie fight.
Oh, that is true. That is sad.
Oh well.
just have to win another
That's what I
pie eating
tried to do.
contest.
I had the clip ready to go for when he says, "No, there's no fucking pie clip to a bunch of people." Yeah, that was fun. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
So do we level up to level 1? Having conquered the pies.
That would be lovely.
You do not.
The Battle of Pie Hill.
Damn.
We lost our Goliath companion, but in the end, the day was won. Songs will be sung in remembrance to the sacrifice of the brave Goliath.
Lost a lot of good men on.
I'm not dead. I'm just in the drunk tank.
Sometimes
Never
I
to be
still
seen
hear his
again!
voices. It was so horrible. Sometimes I still hear his voice.
There's actually a little window from the basement.
I'm singing Henry VIII.
Nobody knows what that is or who that is.
That is what you're singing.
Some fella's about to knock this fella out. Some fella's about to knock this fella out. This is what's gonna happen.
Alright, so I just stepped in a big pile of cat vomit that just appeared from my cat's bowels or something. I don't know. But
well, if it came from his bowels, it's generally not called vomit.
I don't know anatomy. I failed that class.
So diarrhea?
No,
Only
it's definitely cat vomit. I just don't know what part it comes from. The cat had a hairball. And so I'm gonna head out and clean it up.
Alright.
See you later.
Have a good night.
But actually, to be serious, so we're still at level 0 for next session?
Yes.
Okay.
And